everybody. I'm Jnana Manthana. Today's session in the Jnana Manthana knowledge series is titled Fast Track Your Spelling. Learning to spell is an important skill that is essential in developing reading and writing proficiency in children. For decades, we have learned to spell words by rote learning them. Using effective spelling strategies will not only give the children a sense of achievement but also build confidence and empower them to learn new words independently. In this session, you will see effective spelling strategies that parents can use at home, choosing what best suits their child's learning style. The first strategy is pyramid spelling. Here the child makes a word pyramid. The child begins writing at the top of the triangle with the first letter of the word and adds one more letter on every line until the word is formed at the base of the triangle. For example, sum. So the child will write on the first line S, second line SO, third line SOM and the last line SOME. The child without seeing the word spells SOME, sum. This strategy is helpful for visual learner. Spelling is reinforced through sequencing of letters. Here's the demonstration for this activity.
Chores. C-H-O-R-E-S. Chores.
Say once more.
C-H-O-R-E-S. Chores. Anxiety.
The second strategy is spelling spiral. The child starts to write the word on the outside of the spiral and continues to write the word until he reaches the center of the spiral. This is a single word spiral in which a word is written at least 3 times until one reaches the center of the spiral. The bigger spiral can be used for learning to spell a group of 8 to 10 words. Writing in pattern and use of different colors help the child visually remember the spelling of the word. The next strategy is spot the vowels and consonants. In this activity, the child needs sketch pens or color pencils. Here the child writes the word in his book and will circle or trace the consonants in any color of his choice and trace each vowel in the word in blue. For example, believe, B-E-L-I-E-V-E. So in the word believe, the consonants that will be circled or traced are B-L-V and the vowels that will be traced in blue are E-I-E-E. This strategy is helpful for visual and auditory learners. Use of different colors for vowels and consonants helps the child remember the spelling of the whole word. It reinforces the vowel sounds, helps in discriminating between vowels and consonants. Here's the demonstration for this activity.
Magnificent.
The next strategy is magnetic letters, Scrabble tiles, letter tiles. This is an interesting method of learning to spell words without writing. The child needs to form words using letter tiles, magnetic letters, Scrabble tiles. You can make your own letter tile using old visiting cards. Cut the cards into small squares and write the letters using a thick marker pen. This strategy helps visual and kinesthetic learners. Here's a demonstration of this activity using letter tiles.
Binary. B-I-N-A-R-Y. Binary.
The next strategy is syllables. When a child finds it difficult to spell a big word, he can break the word into smaller syllables. He can count the syllables by clapping hands. For example, September. It has 3 syllables. Sep, tem, b. Baby has 2 syllables. Day, day. Morning has 2 syllables. Morning. Kindly remember not to use this strategy for learning sight words. Here's a demonstration of this activity where the child is circling the syllables in the given word.
Industry. In does tree. Industry.
The next strategy is mnemonics and word within word. The child needs to find small words hidden inside the given word. The child writes the word in his book, identifies and underlines the small word or words in the given word. Then the child writes the word from memory. For example, to remember the spelling of peace, the child will underline or highlight pie, P-I-E, in the word peace and can remember it as piece of a pie. Busy, busy on the bus. Together has small words to get her. Separate, there is a rat in separate. Island, island is land surrounded by water. The next strategy is analogy. Here the child is using words with same pattern to create new words. It's generally practiced with word families, rhyming words, prefixes and suffixes. This strategy helps the child develop into a better reader, speller and writer. For example, back. When the child is thinking of back, it is like pack and sack. All words end with ACK, act. Similarly, could, would, should are ending with OULD. When we talk about word family at, it's going to be bat, cat, sat, hat, habitat. The next strategy is look, say, cover, write, check. The child takes a word which is difficult to spell. The child looks at the word and can observe the number of letters in the word, how many parts are there in the word, is there any spelling pattern, any tricky bit in the spelling. Then the child says the word aloud to himself by breaking the word into syllables. Then he covers the word and tries to visualize the word in his mind. He will practice writing the word without saying. Finally, the child checks if the spelling is correct. If it's correct, he writes the word again. If the spelling is incorrect, then the child needs to repeat the whole process again. This strategy is helpful for all kinds of learners. The next strategy is recording own voice. Here the parent spells the word to the child, for example, because, B-E-C-A-U-S-E, because. Then records in the child's own voice on the mobile phone or laptop in this order. Whole word, spell each letter of the word, whole word again. So it's going to be in the child's voice as because, B-E-C-A-U-S-E, because. Now the child plays the recording, listens to it and stops the audio. He will then write the word from his memory. The child needs to check the spelling of the word by listening to the audio. If the spelling is incorrect, then the child will listen to the audio clip and repeat the steps again. The next strategy is air spelling. Here the child traces with his fingers the letters of the word in the air, on the table or on his arm or on somebody's back. He says the word aloud while underlining it. This may be repeated a minimum of 3 times to reinforce the sound each letter makes through muscle memory. Here's the demonstration for this activity.
Pyramid. 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 P-Y-R-A-M-I-D. Pyramid. Pyramid. P-Y-R-A-M-I-D. Pyramid.
I hope these strategies will be helpful to build your child's spelling skills. While working with your child, you may change, adapt, or create your own strategies to suit your child. Practice the strategies consistently with your child for best results. Thank you.